Hey Star Trek fans, Dan Gunther here, bringing you a little bit of an extra news video this week because even though I've already done the Week in Trek video, we got some crazy news just in the last day that I really wanted to share with all of you. And that is, of course, the first casting news for the upcoming Star Trek Starfleet Academy television series. So just today, as I'm recording this, Variety broke the news that Holly Hunter, Academy Award-winning actress, has been cast as the captain and chancellor of Starfleet Academy. Now, this is huge news. Another Academy Award-winning actor in Star Trek. There's very few of them. Of course, Michelle Yeoh being a notable one. So it's kind of cool. We're going to have two Star Trek projects in the very near future that both feature Academy Award-winning actors as maybe not their lead in this case, but at least a major character in the show. So Starfleet Academy, as we know, they've said recently that it's likely we won't see it until 2026. They're scheduled to go in front of the cameras towards the end of this summer and begin filming. Now, part of the reason this news really excites me as well is it kind of shows a bit of a trend towards doing bigger things for this series. I remember when it was first announced, I was kind of a little bit, okay, that sounds like an okay idea, not extremely excited about it. It is an idea that's been batted around since the early 1990s for Star Trek. It's not a new idea, but this news of Holly Hunter, combined with the earlier news we got that they are building the largest standing set for a Star Trek series ever, which is big because before that it was the Promenade set on Deep Space Nine that held that record, and that was a very large set. For those of you who missed that news, they're building this kind of Academy atrium set that encompasses a whole bunch of different areas of Starfleet Academy that will have this expansive view of the Golden Gate Bridge, yada, 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 all this stuff that really seems gorgeous. And I remember when that news came out, I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. They're putting some money, they're putting some effort into this. But this casting news of Holly Hunter, I think, really is something else that continues that trend. So I may need to get a bit more excited about this Starfleet Academy business than I have been. So yeah, any new Star Trek series, of course, you know me, I'm going to watch it. I'm probably going to love it. This one is a little bit more young adult focused, so I'm not necessarily the target audience here. That said, I wasn't the target audience for Star Trek Prodigy either, and I love that show. Holly Hunter, like I said, an Academy Award-winning actor, also an Emmy Award-winning actor as well. So very prolific career, maybe best known for her role in The Piano in 1993. That was the film for which she won her Academy Award. Many people know her as the voice of Elastigirl in the Incredibles films from Disney Pixar. So yeah, she's had a very prolific career. I can't think of much sci-fi that she's really been in, but I'm excited to see her in this role. So I hope everyone out there joins me in giving her a very warm welcome to the Star Trek family and to the Star Trek universe. I feel like when every new cast member of a show or film is announced, there's kind of this period where everyone's welcoming them into the Star Trek fold, and getting Holly Hunter's autograph at a Star Trek convention in the future strikes me as a very interesting prospect, but it's one that might actually happen. So with that casting news, we can now add that to the pool of information that we have about Starfleet Academy, which admittedly isn't all that much. We do know that it's set in the 32nd century. That's been confirmed. Also that it takes place at Starfleet Academy on Earth. I guess they reopened the campus there because of, as I mentioned, the view of the Golden Gate Bridge, and that last piece of information, the large set that they are constructing for the series. Now, I'm really looking forward to more casting news, of course, as well as, who our cast of cadets might be. I am wondering if this Holly Hunter Captain Chancellor character is going to be kind of a starring role, like a main character. Will the show follow her exploits, or will it be more focused on the cadets that make up the Academy students in the show? That's kind of more where I think this show is probably going to go. But boy, color me really really excited about this casting news. Very, very cool. So like I said, they are set to go in front of cameras in late summer in Toronto at Pinewood Studios on the Star Trek stage. Now, the other piece of casting news that we're not sure about, but people have ideas about, she's been a little coy about it when asked, will Mary Wiseman's character of Sylvia Tilly be a part of the show? Of course, in season 4, she left Discovery to become a teacher at Starfleet Academy. And in season 5, she is still a teacher at the Academy, just kind of on extended loan to the Discovery. So presumably when Discovery ends next week, believe it or not, after that, will Tilly return to her teaching post at the Academy? And if that's the case, will we see Tilly in Starfleet Academy, possibly as a main character, possibly as a recurring character? To be honest, we just don't know at this point, but it seems likely. It feels like they're setting something up there, right? I don't know. I can't be the only one that thinks so. I think a lot of people are really anticipating seeing Mary Wiseman back as Tilly in that show. So that's the surprising bit of news this week. I will, of course, be reporting on that again later on the Week in Trek, as well as some other news that we've learned. But I want to hear from all of you. What do you think of this casting choice? Holly Hunter. We don't know the name of the character yet, but as the captain/chancellor of Starfleet Academy, are you excited about this? I certainly am. Does this make you more excited for Starfleet Academy? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Thank you, as always, to the Patreon supporters for helping out in bringing these videos to you. To everyone else, thank you so very much for watching. Please stay tuned. We have a lot coming this week with my deep dive and review of the next Discovery episode, the penultimate episode entitled Lagrange Point. And then, of course, the following week, we have the series finale of Discovery, which again blows my mind. We'll also, of course, as I mentioned, have the Week in Trek video next Monday. And before that, on Saturday, we'll have our live show for the episode Lagrange Point as well. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, as always, live long and prosper.